Huntington Disease Todd here. Hey, I've been getting some information kind of like rapid fire over the last few days, so I wanted to put together a decent video this morning. This is the best I can do. Now, you have to understand, I have Huntington's disease, so my ability to edit and all that are not ever going to happen or get any better. What you see is what you get, and that's the best I'm going to be able to do. But I do have great information, and I'm going to say that maybe this is Huntington's disease is the cure in the crosshairs. I think that's a good name for this, is the cure in the crosshairs. I tell you what, there's so many exciting things happening that I had to write them down. I have to leave my glasses on so that I can read, and I'll show you this board at the end. But there's about 5 things I'm going to cover. This is exciting, though. One of the things I talked about last time on one of the videos, it was about Unicure, and Unicure was working on a drug, and it had the chance of being fast-tracked for the development because of the ability to symptom lowering. This is actually a symptom lowering drug that now, okay, it was going to get approved by the FDA, and it was going to get the designation, I called it RMAT. Well, all of that has happened now. The FDA has approved it. It has got the RMAT designation, which means it'll move forward very quickly now through the system. Okay, they got to use all kinds of back data for their research, and so they've gotten approved. And I told you back then, I said I thought this would give them about 5-year advance. That it has given them about a 5-year advance. Okay, so the drug is called AMT 130. The FDA's approved them for the RMAT, so that means they'll move fast forward on the fast track. Now, they are going to fast track this drug. This is legitimately a Huntington's disease lowering drug. It will work in people that have it. I'm not saying that they're there yet, but I'm saying that they're on the way to something that we've never had before. I'm going to back up again because this is it's exciting to me because I've been in Huntington's disease for the last 10 years as a participant, like it or not. 10 years ago, there was absolutely no talk about this stuff. Everything that ever got approved or ever got on the FDA rules got discounted because it couldn't control only the bad HTT, which is the bad part of Huntington's. There's 2 strands, one good, one bad. It could only, most of them don't control only the bad one. They have a variant on the good one. We need Huntington's in our body. We just don't need way too much of it, which is what some of us get. All right, so it's a symptom lowering drug. I told you it's giving them the 5-year head start. That is news that just came out. They just had a conference call today for some of their investors. I didn't get the chance to listen to it. I'm almost positive that it's going to be good for them and it's going to be good for us. Now, these are all HD. We're all talking about everything that I'm talking about today is HD stuff, HD drugs. This was not happening that long ago, 5 years ago. This was not happening. Now, you've all heard about AI and you've all heard about the advancement of the supercomputers. This is stuff that's happening because of that. Okay. Now, another one was Wave Life Sciences. It's called WVE003. This is on its 3rd leg of a trial. It's getting into a stage where, it'll only attack the bad protein. So that's a good thing. It only attacks the bad. They're looking for the next path forward. So they're not necessarily, going to happen tomorrow, but they're in the works. Okay? That's two people that I talked about. The 3rd one is called CRISPR, Cas9. CRISPR is a gene editing drug. It works on the bad protein only. Okay? It doesn't hurt the good. CRISPR-Cas9. I'm telling you, Cas9. There's never been a time that I've heard that before. Okay, about the first thing I told you, they said that was the first ever approved. Unicure was the first ever approved for the fast RMAT. Wave Science is in the CRISPR now. It's in development now. It's a gene editing that takes out the bad protein and it does not hurt the good DNA. Does not hurt the good DNA. So we got a symptom lowering, we got one there, and then now the University of Sydney. I mentioned that before because the University of Sydney was new to me, and they're doing a gene editing technique. Now CRISPR is the big, well-known way that you get into the DNA strand and you do things. You do things through CRISPR. Now this again is me not being a real scientist, me just only knowing the very top surface of all this. Anything that I say today, I'm not a doctor, and if you want professional doctor's opinions, you need to go talk to a doctor. University of Sydney, though, has developed a gene editing technique. It's brand new, and it's called S-E-E-K. So seek is different than the CRISPR, C-H-R, C-H-R-I, whatever their designation is, CRISPR. So CRISPR is one way to get into the DNA strand. Now seek is another way to get into the DNA strand. So now we've got that's 4 companies, at least, probably more out there, but I had to get these 4 on the record. I'm going to show you this plaque in a second. You can have it all. And then Cure HD, we won't be silent. That is the Facebook group that I've told you about. They're on this placard as well. You need to go to them. Hey, subscribe to Huntington Disease Todd. Get your notifications. This is going to be the beginning of what I hope to tell you more and more news about the cure, potentially, for Huntington's in the real future here. So the final thing on my board is Cure HD, we won't be silent. That's a Facebook group. You got to get involved with them. Go there and sign up. You can get every bit of this information is on there. Also on my YouTube page, I have on the very front page of it, there's a link. If you click on that, that goes to Ryan. Ryan is the guy that runs Cure HD, because I have so much respect for the stuff that he's doing. My YouTube page links to his Facebook group. Get on that. These are the stuff. I'm going to show this to you on the camera. You can pause your you can pause your thing. These are the things that I talked about today. I'm going to try to show them all on the screen. We're getting near the end of our time here. Pause it here. Write them down. These are all HD related, all cure potential, all future heroes for us that have Huntington's disease. Hey, pause your camera there. You can do all that, write all that down. Go on these. You can find everything at that Cure HD. We won't be silent. So that's it today. Huntington's disease Todd. I'm super excited about the Unicure was just approved. That's a brand new thing. They're approved for the RMAT. I talked about it about a month ago, and now they are moving forward. People, this is great news. Very exciting. Very exciting for people that have kids and grandkids, for our future and our families. You know, these drugs may not end up working out for us, but they're going to work out for the future. I'm almost positive. And with all the technology, it's just going to be this is just going to be another great day. I think in the history. I think we'll look back on this and say, oh man, that was great when those things were developed and when they started happening. Huntington Disease Todd. Go to my page, subscribe, and get notifications. Have a good day.